Roadrunner fans. Brian Rowan here, Executive Director of Athletics. Welcome to In the Chaparral, our podcast show. We're going to give you an update today from the campus, from one of our specialists on campus, one of the top people to hear from, and an athletics update. So we're really glad you came in to join us. My guest today, Dr. Brenden Rickards. He is the Provost and Vice President of Academic Services for the campus. Dr. Rickards, thanks for coming on today.
Thank you very much for having me, Athletic Director Rowan. It's an absolute pleasure to get to talk to the athletes. These are some of my favorite individuals that we have on campus. I've really missed seeing them in the gym and around the fields for the past couple months.
I know you have, and you're a really big supporter of ours in the athletic department, so we really appreciate everything you do for us and the entire campus. Dr. Rickards, to get right to it, we went through a really tough spring semester with the campus being closed, sports shut down at some point, really difficult. We know our student athletes really tried to battle through, and you were the leader on campus in getting us to online education. One of the things we're really, really proud of how the campus pulled together. The faculty did a great job, and the students. You must be just bursting with pride now that we've gotten through the semester in such a positive way.
Oh, absolutely. I'm very proud of the work that our entire college community did. The faculty, the lift that the faculty did to jump up in this completely unprecedented scenario where we, on a dime, flipped all of our education to, an alternative type delivery, which is all distance education. So whenever you think about that absolute turn that happened, I can't thank the faculty enough. I think they did an outstanding job because they truly, truly stepped up, changed on a dime, and did everything possible that they could do to support all of our students and our student athletes to get them to the end of their education. The other members of the college community, all throughout, the staff, they stepped up too to provide as much support possible, because at the end of the day, our main purpose as a college is to train our students and our student athletes, get them to their career paths. So what our college community did in terms of supporting the students was outstanding. The student end, my hat's off to the flexibility that the students showed, because if you think about what you have to adapt to in life on a daily basis, when you show up to work, your day may completely change on a dime because something happened that you weren't expecting that day. So you may not have been able to get that accomplished. Our students now that went through this coronavirus change from their traditional learning to online or distance education, what they've done will help them as they prepare for the workforce, because they have learned how to adapt. And the way that the students adapted to this, worked with the faculty and the staff to get themselves to their goals. Congratulations. I mean, this is something that I couldn't have envisioned doing when I was your age, or ultimately when I was enrolled in college. It's a lot of work, and it's a big shift to change your learning modality over that quickly. So congratulations to the students, and thank you for working with RCSJ during this time.
Hey, great answer. I can tell that, how proud you are, and really I can feel it in your voice, and that's good stuff to hear from you. We are, teaching more than just through athletics, more than just the sports skills. Obviously, we're teaching these folks that they got to have the life skills too. One of my jobs is to provide some good news for people like you on campus. I promised you if you came on the episode, I'd give you some good news. Here it is, and I think you're going to love the sound of this. We're big stat people in athletics, advanced analytics. I'm going to give you a couple statistics for you to think about, or short, small statistics. In the graduating class of 2020, 48 Roadrunner student athletes in the graduating class of 2020. That's big time stats right there.
Wow, 48. So congratulations to our 48 graduates from what is now our first class of RCSJ. Is the class of 2020, you'll forever go down in history for two reasons. Number one, for being the first graduating class from RCSJ, and number two, for being, I guess you can call yourselves the coronavirus graduating class as well. But to have 48 student athletes graduate this year, congratulations. Keep in mind, once again, when you move forward in your future, make sure that you point out that you were a student athlete, because the dedication that it takes to be a student athlete, to commit yourself to your studies, and to graduate during this time, that's something to be proud of. And it's something that I would definitely be putting on the top of your resume, that you were a student athlete. and that you completed your degree during this time. So my hat's off and congratulations. And that's great news.
I figured you would like that, but we always go one step further in Roadrunner athletics. So I'm going to give you one more stat. I think this one may make your glasses fly off. Here's a great piece of news. Spring semester 2020, 17 student athletes, 17, 4.0 GPAs.
Wow. 17 of our student athletes had 4.0 GPAs. That's incredible. Great work. Again, the dedication that you've shown to keep up with your athletics and your studies during this time. Congratulations. 17. I like the analytics, and I definitely like those numbers. So thank you. That's awesome. Great job.
Hey, I figured you would like that. And that's a little bit of breaking news, too. So we'll be putting that out on our website soon. And we're really so proud of you student athletes. And so many of them did well. We're going to have a large number at 3.5 or higher, almost, really high number, 3.0 or higher. So 17 with a 4.0, I figured you would love that. Absolutely. Now we've got you warmed up with some softball questions. We've got to hit you with some of the tougher ones. This is the question on so many people's minds now as we move into the summer. All of our classes for the summer are through online education. And we wanted to give an update today. First, you would do the academic side. I'll do the athletic side on what the campus looks like for fall 2020 semester.
Sure. So when we look at the fall 2020 semester, athletically and academically, what we're planning for you is the safest possible return to normalcy of a college community that we can provide for you. So in terms of academics, we are looking at a variety of different delivery opportunities and options for you, such that you will be able to get to your ultimate career goal of graduation. We are continuing some of our online delivery that we always have. So we have those that are your traditional online courses that you may enroll in. You would then work your way through in an online format and complete. We also are looking at other types of potential deliveries for you that would include a learning environment where you learn virtually, so you have that same in-class experience. However, we keep you safe by not ultimately having to sit in a classroom. So we are looking at expanding our different types of a variety of offerings. We also are looking at different delivery in terms of length of time of the classes. So to have you meeting in classrooms in a actual face-to-face scenario, but at a shorter time and smaller numbers of students, such that you ultimately can be back in a closed classroom as safe as humanly possible. So as we look at the fall term, rest assured that as a college, we are keeping the safety of our college athletes, our college students, as well as our faculty and staff into account while providing the best variety of educational offerings that we can. So what we will be doing as we move forward is increasing the different variety of opportunities for enrollment that our students could have, such that, again, we are providing the best opportunity in a safe environment for our students to be successful. So we will have a variety of different delivery modalities such that our students can enroll and ultimately be successful. Now, in terms of athletics, I'm very interested to hear where our athletics stand at this point as well. So I know you're our athletic expert. I know I'm definitely not that person, so I'd love to hear from you as well. I love hearing about our athletics.
Well, don't undersell yourself. I know you follow the sports really closely, so don't undersell that. Hey, and we appreciate that. We wanted to also give an update. We've got the student athletes tuned in, parents, recruits. They're asking those questions. So we plan to start providing some more frequent updates as information comes out. You hit on the key thing is the safety. The student athletes will be the first priority. There's also got to be a consideration of safety of the coaches, the staffs, every person that's involved in the athletic program, the officials, and our surrounding communities. So we won't do anything unless it's deemed safe and there's really strong guidelines out there that we can follow. June is going to be a really big month in the athletic world. The National Junior College Athletic Association is expected to make some decisions mid to late June regarding fall sports. Will we get a standard go-ahead as we always have in the past? That's hard to say. There's also possibility of starting practices in September. Also the possibility that practices and games wouldn't start until later than that, and our national championships in the fall could be pushed back into a December type situation. So that would be the national type of guidance that we're expecting at some point in June. Once that comes out, though, our regional guidance will have to take place. And then, of course, you've got to follow your state, your county, and then also get the campus on board. So there's a lot of layers to it. June will be a month where a lot of those things will be decided. I think all the student athletes out there are following. You see what's happening across the country. NCAA D2 has limited the number of contests. Some conferences around the country are limiting the travel. They may just play their own conference schedule. Some of the championship events have been limited, where you might have had 8 to 12 teams in a conference championship event. Now it's 4. Those are all things that are being considered, but no decisions have been made on that yet. We're working very closely on our campus with athletic training, with the medical folks, to make sure we have strong protocols in place, and we're ready if we get to go ahead, but also with the understanding that safety will be the top priority. And if we don't get to go ahead, we'll expect everybody to understand and work the best we can to stay fresh, stay ready for once we're able to get back out there and compete. So that's the athletic standpoint of where we're at now. And I think June will be an important month. Student athletes, I'll be sending out an email that goes along with this video directly to you with some information. And then we'll be providing some more frequent updates through our coaches and directly to you as well. So you have the information and you can make informed decisions. But again, it's the safety first mentality. And that's why, things close down so quickly in the spring, but we're hopeful that we'll be able to get back out there this fall. And that'll be our, a top priority. The campus is behind us. We want to be able to get back out there and compete and have great seasons. So thanks for allowing me to have that chance. And thanks to Dr. Rickards for coming on with us. If you have questions, you can send them to us by our social media. Use @RC Roadrunners, student athletes. You know how to reach our athletic staff. Dr. Rickards, I wanted to leave us with a positive note, some more good news. Our unified sports program that you really support and love, they've continued to meet every Friday. They're off this weekend for the holiday, but then they're back at it throughout the summer. Fridays at 12 noon, they get together for 30-minute workouts and just some great bonding. I know you're a big supporter of unified sports. That must make you feel good, and we expect maybe to see you at one of those workouts this summer.
Absolutely, I'd love to join in. When I look at our unified sports group, it's one of the proudest things that I think we offer on our campus. For me, I'm very proud of what we do. I love seeing our student athletes and our students interacting with other members of the community. The unified team is phenomenal. I enjoy seeing them, whether it's on the basketball court or out there on the athletic field. Love to jump into a Zoom session just to follow the workouts. And I'm really glad to see that our students are remaining engaged and interactive in this virtual time as we move forward. So great news that our unified sports has been continued. And I definitely would love to get involved with one of the workouts. They'll all make me look bad athletically, but I'm okay with that. Definitely love to jump in one of those workouts. So thank you. And to the unified group, glad to have you on board and glad to have you still working out, and I will jump in.
Hey, that's great. We want to thank you for coming on, providing that information to the student athletes, anybody that's willing to watch this program. And we thank you for your leadership throughout everything that's going on this spring and now throughout the summer. Hey, thanks to everybody. Make sure you check out rcroadrunners.com and go Roadrunners.